Right. I checked Bailoff in detail. He has no quest like the others, so there's no point in wasting my time trying to hunt it down. We might as well go for the quests we want to do. Baldur's Gate had some. Yes. We have something unfinished. Eric's Cloak. I'll keep the cloak, thanks. Thornian Collins done. Rogue Ogre. I don't even recall what he. Probably a belt of some sort. Prism the Sculptor, I sold the gems. Winterwolf belts, don't give a shit. Dorian Khan, done. Vice bounty upon bandits, I don't care. We would have to go to the bandit camp and just slaughter everyone. Not necessarily a bad thing to do, but the thing is, we don't really need the items, and the experience from bandits is non-existent. Yeah, I think we basically should start. Ooh, Sven Sons. Investigate the strange coin. Yeah, I think we can basically do whatever. It's all okay. Start with the investigation then.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Should be another trading caster here. I think we can gain interest of that too to do some investigating. Yeah, I'll say Session Star.
You there! Identify yourself!
It is so pleasant to see your faces once again. Don't you recognize me? It is I, Albert Session Star. I am so glad to have met you, especially at a time like this. I need to speak with you privately. Will you listen to what I have to say?
Sure.
Thank you so much, my friends. This should suffice for privacy. I am sorry for all this hiding and skulking, but there are dire events afoot. You know that I am one of the principal shareholders of the Merchants League. Well, I share ownership of the company with two others, Erlantry and Zol Niar, two very distinguished gentlemen. When I returned from my hunting trip, thanks to you, I might add, I found that my two partners had undergone some profound changes. Nothing physical or overt, but something far more sinister.
What's so sinister?
It's as if my partners had become wholly different people while I was gone. They almost take an active interest in squandering our company's resources on frivolous and stupid ideas. If they continue on this course, the company will be in shambles in but a few weeks. I know you have already helped me once, but I ask you for your assistance again. I have no other recourse.
What do you want us to do?
Come into the Merchants League estate with me. I will explain that you are old friends of mine and will quarter all of you in the guest chambers. From there, please investigate my partners, perhaps using magic or any of the other skills you possess. Learn as much as you can during your visit, and then report back to me after you're done. It should only take a couple of days.
Okay.
And just follow me into the Merchants League estate. You may begin the investigation as soon as you get inside. I shall be waiting for any reports of your progress on the second floor.
That's usually where the blood gets up. This should be a fairly simple task.
It shall be even bloodier.
Pretty sure
than you
these are the
hoped.
shape changers here.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
I don't want to talk to any of these people. Just find the evidence, deliver it to the correct guy, and call it a day. Unless they have greater shapeshifters to oppose us, we should have no trouble here.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Shalak. As long as Aldeth lives, he is a great threat to all of us. He is friends with the mercenaries who have been stirring up so much trouble in the south. If he were to confide his fears with them, it could be disastrous. Kill him soon. Signed, your friend. Shalak, I'm glad to hear that you were successful in disposing of Zorl. With his identity, you should be able to infiltrate more of your kindred into the Merchants League estate. Kill our Ireland tree as soon as possible, and then that buff Aldeth. Shalak, it pleases me that you now count Ireland tree among your number, but you must kill Aldeth Star. He is a puppish dilettante, with no skill and little intellect. It confuses me that you have not killed him yet. Have your skills withered? Fight back soon, when you have killed Aldeth. Find your friend. Well, it's not gonna get more explicit than that.
We shall hold here. You look tired.
This is not good.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Hello. How have things been faring? Have you learned anything?
Yeah, we found some documents that you might find very interesting.
First, Elvine, know this. We must tread carefully, very carefully, for if these documents bear true, then we are potentially in a very dangerous situation. Rumor has it that my anniversary is this very day. It isn't, but perhaps we can use it to get to the bottom of this. Shall we meet upstairs in a bit? You go ahead and I'll be right behind. I need to consult with Brandular.
Again, I'm front and center with my bow. Thanks a bunch. And the fighter is in the back row. Jesus fucking Christ, people.
What is going on here that deserves such an audience? Explain yourself, Ireland Tree. Why spread false rumors about my anniversary when you know perfectly well that this is not the day?
Are you sure, Aldeth? I was most certain that this was the day. Perhaps, Aldeth, your memory has become somewhat addled. You seem to be forgetting and even inventing elements of your past. Take, for example, your childhood friends. A most stupid lie, indeed.
Come now, Zol. We mustn't be so rude. These primates are about to take the final step, become something much greater than what they were. Before you die, primates, I have been instructed to give you a message from our employer Realtar. He wishes you to know how much fun it's been matching wits with you. So the document speaks the truth. You foul creatures will answer for what you have done. Brandular, arrest these fools.
That's what your plan? Arrest them?
Right, what's this then?
It shall be even
Your wish,
bloodier
I shall
than
commit
you
to the
hoped.
task.
Try to keep up.
Normal doppelgangers?
Uh-huh.
Not be a problem. We don't have too many area control spells though.
Spit it out.
Already I used all my fire arrows. Crap. Can I cast something useful? Not really, no. Not less. I'll rather do damage. More hopelessness.
You rang.
Yeah, they can't really do shit.
Be a quick death.
Possibly frosty. Death!
Ooh, I'm gonna work out
And
some
this is gonna last for a while too.
This will not be a quick death.
This is the best spell ever.
I will show you justice. Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Eat flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death!
Ooh,
Right.
I'm gonna work out some anger.
Hopelessness made this not much of a fight. Good for us.
I must thank you for saving my consortium. I will reward all of you greatly for what you have done for me. I hope what I give you now is reward enough. This sword is a family heirloom and could be useful if you were to ever to run into these shape-shifting creatures again. Know that if ever you are in trouble, you can come to my estate.
5,000 experience. Holy shit, 5,000 experience. That's actually a massive amount compared to any other place. +3 versus shapeshifters, bastard sword. Someone gotta level up. Fourth level spells. We have to be very careful what we choose. We can get a second spell, but not a third one. I'd prefer offensive focus spells. Not Stone Skin is absolutely magnificent, but considering all our encounters so far, Stone Skin hasn't been that much in demand, and it only affects the caster in this game, so you can't buff other guys. Globe of Invulnerability is nice, but it's too situational to be a standard spell. Emotion Hopelessness is probably the best bet, because if it's not undead, this is basically, you can just screw everything over with this. But at the same time, Nira already has this. Is there anything good against undead here? Not really, no. So in that sense, it's sort of a insignificant. A couple of hopelessnesses cast in a fighting situation like this, and the fight will probably end right then and there. What about Contagion? Strength, Dexterity, and Charisma scores are reduced by 2. Afflicted character is also slowed. Effects persist until the character receives a cure disease spell. The slowing effect would be the most important one, but we can just slow the target, so I'll take Hopelessness.
That's about enough for one day.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
What do you need?
Right, we got reward already. Need to
It
rest.
shall be even bloodier
We can
than
then do
you
the
hoped.
other building. I don't recall what type of double gangers they have there.
Try to
I
keep
don't
up.
particularly want to test it either. Is there an inn in this section of the map? Baldur's Gate would have a couple of very good items, but we would have to hunt them down. I don't actually even recall where they would be. I recall where the cloak is. There's at least a helmet too, maybe even an armor.
I will
This
show
will
you
not
justice.
be a quick death.
think they're immune to piercing damage. Or any kind of range damage, really, apparently. Running a bit too low on arrows.
It shall be even bloodier. This will not be a quick redirect.
I'm on it. Sorted.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Yeah, I don't think we can use this in.
Try to keep up. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
I have little taste for sleeping in a dog pile with you, Rivel. Find me an
We
inn.
shall hold here. You look tired.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Elf Song Tavern. We'll rest there, go and
That's
handle
enough for one day.
the rest of the doppelgangers.
Try to keep up.
Mm-hmm. 7 sons. We're supposed to infiltrate it. Not sure how much of a infiltration do we really have to do. About walk in and just handle things. Okay, retry. No, he's stuck somewhere.
With my usual panache, I assume.
It shall be even bloodier. Spake, it shall be even bloodier than you
Stop
hoped.
humping the commoner and let's go.
Yes?
Merchant.
What can I do for you?
Can I talk to the owner of the 7 Sons?
Unfortunately, I cannot grant any of your desires, so could you kindly leave?
I'd like to not until we get to see Jasso.
I don't know where he is. He's been missing ever since everything went strange. I've seen some of the other merchants change faces when they thought I wasn't looking. Yes, you heard me right. They changed faces. Some sort of shapeshifters have infiltrated the 7 Sons. If I were you, I'd get out of here while there's still time. That's what I'm planning to do.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped. This will not be a quick death. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Torment me some more, shape-shifting bastards.
Jasso.
Well, you'll get naught from me this day. Not a cry of pain or acknowledge in my noggin. Get away from me, shapeshifter scum.
We're not the shapeshifter you speak of. We're friends sent by Scar to see what's been going wrong here at the 7 Sons. Who are you?
You know Scar? I'm Jasso, a friend of his and the owner of the Seven Sons. You have to help me get out of here.
It's good that we found you. Now we can find out what's been going on here. Before we take you anywhere, could you tell us what's been going on?
Those creatures, their shapeshifters, started infiltrating the Seven Sons some months ago. They must have started with some of the less important members of my cluster. Eventually they captured me and their leader to my base. They've been keeping me alive in order to gain information that they need through torture. I don't know what their purpose is, but they have been running my business very poorly. All of you will be well rewarded for rescuing me. When you meet Scar again, he will give you my reward. I must be off now, as there is much of the monsters' work must be done. I assume you dealt with the other monsters upstairs? If you haven't, I'll get the Flaming Fist to clear out the rest. It'll probably be weeks before we can clean up their stench.
Holy motherfucking magical spear. It's +1 only, but we can do melee again! That was like... I think the last spear broke something like maybe 15 hours ago or something like that.
Try to keep up.
The magical spear, of course, couldn't
I
be
will
bought.
listen.
It had to be
Try to
found
keep
in
up.
some kind of danky old cellar like this. A torture room.
Try to keep up. Try to keep up.
Eat flaming, or possibly frosty, death!
Though not that many doppelgangers, fairly simple task. Easier
It
than
shall
the
be even bloodier than you
other
hoped.
one. Laola Axe Hand. You there! Before you go causing any more trouble, I must insist that you seek an audience with Scar if you haven't already. If he wishes, then I will speak with him. Where is he? It is wise for you to seek the sanction of the Flaming Fist. Scar awaits you at the Flaming Fist headquarters in the southwest quadrant of the city.
It shall be even bloodier
And
than you
she
hoped.
jumped into the sewer. Kiax rules all. Original game companion. One of the more interesting ones.
I'm glad to see you have returned. So what news do you bring with me?
Doppelgangers have taken over many of the higher echelons of the caster. The monsters are all dead now, slain by us.
You've slain some doppelgangers. Fantastic. I suppose Laola has already lectured you on the difference between sanctioned and rogue actions, eh? Well, you and I know these things can't always go by the book. Did you come across Jasso? Is he alive?
Alive and well, Fiaso is back in control of the business.
I am impressed. You are as good as your word and obviously very deadly in your work. I'll give you the wage you deserve, triple your original agreement. I want to keep in touch with you, especially if the Iron Throne is up to what you say it is. I have another job you might be interested in. You'll be well paid for your services. Care to hear more?
Sure. Huge amount of experience and what does it entail?
The problem is this. Every night people have been disappearing from the streets of the city. My men have been scouring the city trying to find the culprit, but so far to no avail. People have begun to get scared. Very few are willing to leave their homes at night. Something has to be done and quickly. Would you be willing to take the job? I'd pay you 300 gold in advance with a 1000 gold bonus if you discover what's been happening with the disappearing citizens. What do you say?
Um, okay.
Your job is really simple. All I want you to do is patrol the east of the city and find an entrance to the sewers. Perhaps you'll get lucky and find out what's been happening. If you do find out what's been happening, come to see me at the Flaming Fish Barracks. Our only clue so far has led us to the sewers, so if you want to explore them first, it would probably be a good idea. Also, we found tracks of some many-legged creature, perhaps a centipede-like monster.
That's a big problem. I
It
don't
shall
know
be
if I have
even
an
bloodier
immunity
than you
to
hoped.
their effect. Maybe the potion of freedom would suffice. Only have one of them. Completely immune to any effects that influence action or movement, whether magical or in origin or not. I need to buy more. I need at least the front row guys to be immune to the carrion crawler stun effect. I think it's poison. Technically it's not poison, it's some kind of other effect. Doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. Well, east side of the city.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Buy more arrows. I think I want to spend money on the actual decent arrows. So they might be one of the cheaper variety, but still. Actually, fire arrows are one of the cheaper variety. I don't understand why the eyes are more expensive, because they don't do more damage. They do less damage. Arrows of piercing would be very accurate and do even more damage. They're not really all that magical though. The +2 arrows are even more cheap. Um, what do we want? Ooh, that's very expensive. Excellent. I was about to buy potions. Need strength potions. One invulnerability potion. We don't need to buy these. Read. And I bought the arrows because now I don't have to constantly rely on the arrows, so it
Try to keep
doesn't
up.
matter if I have a bit more expensive selection to rely on. How long does the potion last? 2 hours. Good enough.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Okay, there's... yeah, nothing.
Stand back and watch this.
Kill something, please.
Try to keep up.
Oh yes. Ogre Mage.
So, some puny surface dwellers have come to their death. It'll just be extra treasure for my collection. My pets have been causing much anguish in your surface realm, haven't they? They have been so useful at collecting the surface pinklings. My pets use the flesh for food, and I get the pretty treasure. My pets, kill these intruders.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Frontline guys can do that.
Right, what's this then?
Yeah, what's this then exactly? Interrupt his ass. So I can get through this without too much fuss. Just need some extra damage on the Ogre Mage.
I am prepared. I will show you justice. I will show you justice.
This is too dangerous.
Be direct. This will not
I'm
be
gonna
a
work
quick
out some
death.
anger on you.
Right. That wasn't too bad. I think we might as well continue further on here.
Speak and be gone.
Some of this stuff will be requested back.
Go
Oh,
on then. Right, what's this then?
we don't want to sell any of it away.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Still, as long as we have these pops going, we might as well
This
continue
will
killing
not be
these.
a quick death.
Yeah, there's a lot of carrion crawlers in this one, hello.
Right, what's this then?
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
Fairly dangerous opponents for only 420 experience for kills. I mean, every time they hit, you could basically end up more or less dead. Or incapable of defending yourself at all, at the very least. Potions will probably last at least long enough so I can clear this area. Seems like this is the center for all these carrion crawlers anyway.
I'm on it.
Ooh, I'm gonna work out some anger on you.
Eat flaming! Or
It
possibly
shall
frosty.
be even bloodier than you hoped.
Really though, are we gonna find anything useful here? I doubt it. We probably should just leave. We achieved what we wanted to achieve.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Enough.
Try to keep up.
It's good to see you again. How have things gone?
We learned that an ogre mage holed up in the sewers was responsible for all of the disappearances. There are several carrion crawlers that would steal out at night to carry off random victims. Crawlers used their hapless prey as food while the ogre mage took any valuables they might have.
You've done a good job and earned your bonus in full. Do you have any of the items possessed by the ogre's victims? I'm sure their families would like to have something to remember of their loved ones. We know for a fact that the Session Star family lost a daughter to those creatures. She had a signet ring, a ring inset with a ruby.
Yes, we did find it. We'd be happy to return it.
I thank you for your honesty. I'll throw in a 3,000 gold bonus for the return of the items. Anyway, I'm going to need some people to do some investigation of the Iron Throne. I'm just going to finish up some paperwork, then I'll be just outside the main doors of the Flaming Fist compound. If you wish to discuss the Iron Throne, just come talk to me there.
4,000 gold, 3,000 experience. Fairly typical level up. You'll get one more. Yeah, from 75,000 to 150,000. Reaching the maximum we can reach.
I have another job for you. This one involves a group you have dealt with in the past. The Iron Throne. Duke Elton himself wishes to speak to you about this. Will you come with me?
Of course.
Just follow me. I'll take you to the Flaming Fist compound. Grand Duke is waiting for us. Let me introduce you to Grand Duke Elton, one of the lords of the city, commander of the Flaming Fist and a member of the Lord's Alliance. I'm glad to see that you have come. I know that such a meeting is unusual, but in these circumstances it is necessary. I would first ask what involvement you have had with the merchant society known as the Iron Throne.
We've learned that they're involved in a plot that threatens the stability of your city.
From what I have been told, you have been quite a thorn in the side of the Iron Throne. I'm interested in you because of the obvious hatred that they hold for you. The recent activities have been brought to my attention, and I'm very dubious about the intent of the throne. I think it is far too easy to blame the recent caravan raids and iron shortage on the Zentarim. Though the evidence does point to them, they do not have much to profit, while the Iron Throne has everything to gain. I have much to concern me right now, especially with tension rising between our city and the nation of Arm. Unfortunately, my hands are tied. I can't act against the Iron Throne until I have hard evidence of their wrongdoing. That's, of course, where you come in. I need a small group of spies to break into the Iron Throne headquarters and see if they can find any proof of the Throne's involvement with the caravan raids. If you do this for me, you'll be paid extremely well. 2,000 gold to divide among yourselves. What is your answer?
Consider us hired.
You have made a wise decision. It is a difficult mission that I give you, but I am sure that you have the wherewithal to make it through. Return and report to me once you feel you have enough information to use against the Iron Throne.
I'll be back as soon as possible. I think I'm going to bail on this one. I think at this point it's a fairly natural progression to just take the main game plotline to their conclusion. So I think I'll move on to other things. Not sure I want to start anything big on the expansion yet. So we'll do some things here. The city.
What do you need?
Delos.
What's your business here?
I want to be hired on with the Flip Fist.
The Fist isn't hiring right now.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Right. So what's something a little smaller in size but still worth doing? What's our reputation? And we could go for the Baldur's armor pieces, I guess they are. Cloak, armor, helmet, something along those lines. There are also little places, like some of these armed compounds that are worth visiting, in a way at least. I don't actually recall what they have. Trouble,
Your
that's what they have.
skills are no match for my magic.
Poor little thieves. You have chosen the wrong home to break into today. You do not rob from a simple merchant, but rather the master-made Sunin. I will rule no excuses. Today is the day that you die, robbers.
Yeah, I know you said that you wouldn't tolerate excuses, but we have a really good one.
Of course, I'll not be killing you alone. I have my servants to aid in the killing. They are but a teleport spell away.
Makar Jolar, okay. Junin is probably the biggest, right? So if we can just distribute
Flaming! Or possibly frosty.
I will
Death!
show you justice.
Wouldn't really have to be all that exotic here. Just stuff to them. I need to rest soon after this, so I don't want to save my spells.
This will not be a quick death.
That ring is the thing why I'm here. Can memorize double the amount of first level wizard spells. do have identification spells still. I guess we'll just leave quietly.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
What's the other building? General store.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Standard crap. We need to do a quest that allows us to get the Tome of Wisdom. There's a couple of ways to do it. Do we value the Tome or do we value something else?
Try to keep up.
Nikolai, are you coming to please speak to me? Indeed.
My rooms are the best kept on the Sword Coast.
Might actually be true.
Try to keep up.
Right, the big problem we
Try to
have
keep
here
up.
is that where the fuck am I? So I first have to go north, then back south.
Hey,
Try to
friend.
keep up.
Good to meet.
Right. So in order to get the tome, we need to do a quest. Or do we? The thing is, I can just take. There's two
It
ways
shall
to
be
get the
even
tome. Just
bloodier than you hoped.
when you get the tome, just use it immediately and either abandon the quest or complete the quest and go on a sort of a killing spree later on. Because pickpocketing would also be an option, but I have no skills in that. The thing is, it might be better for us to just get access to the book through the quest and use the book. At the same time, I can't take any advantage of that, so why the hell would I do that? No reason. I don't care about it that much. There's another wisdom book in the game. Might even be a third one for all I know. It's not that important. It's not a key attribute for this guy. Definitely not gonna
Please,
screw over
might
the
I have
quest.
your ear a moment?
Yeah, this is the quest. Hear the request of the boy's father.
There is nothing I can do. But I must do something. It is a risk. And risk is everything.
Yeah, I'm not doing the accent.
Marcy, who have you brought here? I told you I must be alone with my thoughts.
Your thoughts know as I do, and there is no denying it. We need outside help to fix what's done, and talk among the allies says this group may be as effective as any we could hope for.
You'll tell me later how you know in what alleys to learn such things. For now, however, you are correct. We are in need of assistance, and none in the clergy must know. Greetings to you all. I am Lord Priest Germain Baldur, a humble servant of our smiling Lady Timora. My request of you is an odd and very dangerous one. I will not hold you to it if you deem it too extreme. I would have you enter the Water Queen's house and retrieve my son's body. He and Varsi sought to indulge their restless nature by sneaking about the place, and a high price was paid.
We thought it would be exciting, causing a little mischief amongst Umberlee's underlings, only it wasn't that much fun when we were caught. We both ran. I got away. Kazan didn't. They killed him as we sought to escape.
A harsh sentence for a simple prank, but trespassing on holy ground, whatever the faith, is not a small crime. You must bring his body to me that I may restore his life to him. You can retrieve him, I will reward you whether I am able to revive him or not. What say you?
Okay. Luck or no, it would be a shame to lose your life because of the foolishness of you. I'll help as best I can.
There is hope for my son yet. I cannot tell you where in the Umberland Temple Kazan would be kept, but I would advise you to be careful. They seem a right unfriendly group, but once you get to know them, they seem out and out heartless. Please hurry.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Yeah, so you keep repeating. So, this should be a fairly straightforward task. Talk to correct people, say the correct things. Nothing too complicated about
One
it.
is not forced to walk in the steps of their father.
Antilles Folsom.
Elminster told me you'd pass by this way soon enough. Looking into the Iron Throne, are we?
Yes, we have reason to believe that the Iron Throne is at the heart of the current iron crisis. Is there any way you can help us?
I doubt it not. This city holds many secrets and dangers, especially for one with a heritage such as yours. As you have rightly come to suspect, the Iron Throne lies at the core of it all somehow. Your investigations will not go unnoticed, nor, like as not, unpunished. I urge you to curry the favor of Scar and Duke Elton, both of the Flaming Fist, as they are good men at heart, and capable of providing you with some guidance and protection in this urban vast. But I tarry here too long. It is best we not be seen together.
Who are you?
Try to keep up.
Just some random guy. Water Queen's house. I think a high reputation would have aided us in this effort.
The storm shall take those who are unfaithful.
I wish to speak with the High Priestess Jalantha Mismer.
The High Priestess does not have time to see commoners. Why should I allow you to waste her time?
Would a donation of 50 gold allow us entry?
That offer is adequate. Wait here and I will return with the High Priestess.
The bitch queen brooks no insolence.
And where exactly is she going?
I am Jalantha Mismer. What reason do you have to see me?
I wish nothing of you, save the body of the fool that tried to break into your hallowed halls. I imagine the return of such an infidel is ample return for my services. What services?
The bodies of infidels are prized highly in these troubled times. Give me 2,000 gold and the body is yours.
Uh, I wonder why she's giving it to me. Usually she asks for a favor first. I guess I've done enough, one way or another, or my reputation is just right, or something that she just wants the money. Alright then, we're willing to pay the cash. Just give us the body.
Thank you for your money. Here is the body that you wanted.
Yeah, that was even more simple than I
Try
thought.
to keep up.
Average. Maybe because Dorn was the one who did the talking. He has an okay charisma value and he also is evil, so maybe it all affects it somehow. I have no clue. Still, it's my job, John. Give me the reward.
It shall be even bloodier than you
By
hoped.
all the gods, the lady who smiles must be positively beaming this day. Quickly, get the body inside where I breathe Timora will grant it life anew. I'll not waste another moment until my son's soul is on solid ground once more. Come with and see the wonder. Now the moment I have yearned for. Please all, no noise, I must concentrate. Ah, blessed be our smiling lady. Inlavis, son, can you hear me?
Father, what's going on?
Oh, my dear, dear boy. You are in such trouble. What in all the plains were you thinking, child? Gallivanting through an Umberland temple have had. So help me if turning you over my knee wouldn't kill you outright, you jump black to go right to blue.
But it wasn't my fault.
Oh, no, you don't. If you want to play the odds, you had best be sure you take responsibility for yourself. The goddess of luck and adventure does not endorse dumb luck or foolish risks. I swear if your mother were alive to hear about this, she'd drop dead where she stood. And then I'd have to raise her too. You have any idea what this spell takes out of a person?
But I'm sorry.
Not another word past your lips, young man. You're off to your room and see if I'll let you out before you're 20. March.
But have your payment here. It will be some time before Kazan and I can get a night out again. It's good to have him back among the living, though I take some small pleasure in the trouble he's in for what we did. You'll notice I've not sat down since you've known me. Sometimes Our Lady who smiles downright laughs out loud. Look to us if you need aid in the future. Many a Timoran will look favorably on you now. Good day.
5,000 experience, 2,000 gold for this shit. And a magical shield of +1ness and extra arrow defense. Right. +2. And it's +1 shield. And +5 versus missile attack. Well, we can dump the medium shield at least. Still a long way from level ups, but at the same time,
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
huge improvement over the situation where we started from. What exactly do we want to do? Yeah, we basically have a couple of options. Now I recall it. Right, I was mistaken. The There are two quests that require you to talk to the Bitch Queen's High Priest. The one we did does not require the
It shall be even bloodier than you
Tome of
hoped.
Wisdom. The other one does, and I think we should do the other one now. It's something that you want to get out of your way as soon as possible, really. Where do we start it? We need to be ambushed, sort of. Not in a fighting sense. How much ammunition do you have on your last leg? I'll buy at least +1 ammunition for her. Right. I think I know where we must go. We've been causing trouble for the Iron Throne, so they are gonna push back. In order for us to get away from that mess, we need to talk with the High Priestess again. Do her a little bit of a favor. This is a time-sensitive mission, that's why I want it out of the way.
Could we have a moment of your
Marek.
time?
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Could we have a moment of your time?
What is it?
First, let me introduce the two of us. I'm Marek, and this is my companion Lothander. I thought it would be nice for you to know our names, because if you don't take our advice, you'll be seeing more of us too. I know that you've been taking an active interest in destroying the Iron Throne. Don't try to deny it. My companion and I are in the employ of the aforementioned throne. We thought it would be polite to give you one last warning. Stop interfering with our employer's business. You can decide to disregard this warning, but if you do, it will be the last decision you ever make. See you later.
Make all the threats you want. We aren't the ones with the one foot in the grave. If it's anybody stupid enough to get in our way, who will pay the piper. Right. Quest is on.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
It should be a fairly straightforward thing, just with quite a few additional steps in between. But they're all simple ones, don't really require all that much of you. More bothersome if you aren't familiar with the city and where everything is.
Excuse me, please let me speak before you attack.
I'm Lathander, partner of the assassin Marek. I do not wish you harm.
Make it quick.
My partner Marek has poisoned all of you. While you slept, he snipped a slow-acting magical poison in your rations. You have about 10 days to live. Common breeze spells won't help you. Only one thing can, and that's the antidote. I can help you find it if you help me first.
What do you want us to do?
My problem is this. I don't work for the Iron Throne because I wish to, but rather because I have been forced. I have been expelled with a geese. If I do not obey everything that Marek orders of me, the spell will take effect and I shall waste away. I need a way to rid myself of the spell. I know of a diviner at the market square who may have the answers I seek, but I don't have the money to pay him. You help me.
Sure. Take us to this diviner. This is sort of always been bullshit to me. The guy moves at a pace like he has boots of speed, he has a weapon, equipment, and the diviner is basically half free.
It shall be even
Knowledge
bloodier
used
than you
wisely
hoped.
is the most powerful of tools.
You wish to hear the arcane knowledge of Hasper? It will cost you 50 gold for the answer to your questions, no matter how small. Will you pay or will you leave?
Here's your money, seer.
Now, what is it that you wish to know? I must tell you, I only have the strength to answer a single question in a day, so be careful in what you ask.
Who has the ability to release Lothander of his keys?
Only the High Priestess Jalantha Mismer of Umberlee has the power to remove Lothander's keys. He can be found at the Water Queen's house. It is difficult to see whether or not she will help you. I cannot answer any more questions. I must leave now. You should go to the Water Queen's house. It's also known as the Temple of Umberlee. I'll be at the Blade and Star Inn. Meet me there when you've found a way to reverse the keys.
It shall be even
Reverse
bloodier
it.
than you hoped.
Right. A simple matter of go to point A, talk to people, go to point B, talk to people, and so forth and so forth. Well, simple if you, again, know more or less the layout of the city and what's where. Otherwise, it can take quite a bit of time.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
After this, I think we're gonna start the... There might be a couple... Yeah, I think we'll go after equipment first, and we'll start the expansion crap. I'm not... I'll try to hunt down some of the Baldur equipment, because I seem to recall at least some of them are tied to quests too. Just don't recall where you start them. I can think of a couple places, potential places though. There's not that many interesting places in the city. There's quite a lot of houses, but most of them are just common houses. Right, a companion of ours is cursed with a geese spell. We humbly ask that you remove it.
I do not offer the power of my goddess to anyone. If you wish this favor, you will first have to do a favor for Umberlee. The favor I ask you is a simple one. A holy day storm call approaches. It will be the first time I have overseen this ceremony. To ensure that my first ceremony is flawless, I need an item of power. It is called the Book of Wisdom, and it is possessed by the clergy of Tymora, at the Temple of Tymora, called the Ladies' Hall, by those who venerate the frivolous goddess. If you can get this book for me, I will do what you ask. What is your decision?
We're in.
I don't care how you get the book. Once you have it, come to the temple and meet with me.
Right.
Try to keep up.
The benefit of doing this way is I think we might actually be capable of getting the book. Simply because we helped rescue the child of the priest. I'm not actually sure if that's true. I do know that if you have a high reputation, they'll just give you a book because of your reputation. Otherwise,
even bloodier
we
than
might
you hoped.
have to do something else. Maybe spend a little bit of money, something like that. It's not a big deal.
I love money. Yes, I do.
Oh, fuck you. Done. I think this is a pointless conversation. That's why I skipped it.
It shall be
Can I
even
assist
bloodier
you?
than you hoped.
This way, good sir. Over here.
Welcome. Luck has seen fit to drop you in the lap of the lady, and she shall take good care of you indeed.
Those who dare are always seen in the best light, and we require but a small donation of coin for whatever you need. Okay, we are in desperate need of a book called known as the Book of Wisdom. Please, we will do anything if you'd only give it to us. The Book of Wisdom is a very holy book. Why should I give it to the likes of you? You must trust us. We'll die if we don't get this book. Please, you don't want our deaths on your conscience, do you? I cannot simply trust anyone who comes up to me with such stories. I apologize, but I cannot give you the book. Yeah, you need a very high
Forgive
reputation
me,
for that
but
to work.
I have meditations to attend
How
to.
about the money? 500? If you are willing to pay such a large sum of money, then you must be in dire need. Here, take the book. So for 500 gold, which is nothing. I don't know how you can get around this if you actually just, use up the book. Actually, there are a way to both get the book and complete the quest, but if you would intentionally or accidentally screw things up, would there be a way to really get around that? I don't know. I don't have any real interest in trying out either. This is the one thing, you will die in 10 days. That you can't get around that. You have to complete the quest to remove that timer. At least in the original game, it was tied to the actual completion of the quest. There is antidote items the game has for you to drink and remove the poison, but that doesn't actually remove the countdown from your characters, only the completion of the quest removes that. This is an enhanced edition, so I have no idea how they handle it here. The problem with the original game handling was that I've also basically got into a situation where what I think I did, I killed Marek, the poisoner, and took the antidote from his body, thinking that yeah, that's covered now. I didn't want to talk with him. I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and that was to get the cure. But that basically just gets the quest stuck, because you absolutely have to talk to Marek to complete the quest. So I got to drink antidote that does nothing, and then wondered later on why did I die suddenly, why they complain about poisoning, and learned that yeah, how it's implemented and what kind of trouble you're in if you screw this up.
It shall be even bloodier than you
It's a
hoped.
good reminder always to tell yourselves at some point that you are playing a game. It has its own weird logic that you never want to really forget, because that's usually a good way to understand the solutions to problems.
It shall be even bloodier than you
Also, a
hoped.
reason why open world games are sort of problematic, or certain type of
Try to
things
keep
like
up.
this type of a timer to mandatory death is not a thing you might want to implement, because if you encourage people to do things their own way, it's hard to blame them later if they do things in ways you didn't expect. So we have the cure, now where's the antidote? Oh, alright then, here's my half of the antidote. Marek, my partner, possesses the other half of the antidote. You'll find him at the Blushing Mermaid Inn. I can't help you other than that. Right, I think his piece of antidote is worthless. Lathander's potion appears to have no normal use, but we will hopefully learn its true effect once combined with Marek's half of the antidote. It is very possible that this is just discolored water.
Try to keep up.
Marek is in Blushing Mermaid.
Try to keep up. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
I would think the enhanced edition people have to have been aware of this problem. Because if you are going to make an enhanced edition, you're probably going to go through a reported or known box list just to see what you want to do or can do to improve upon things. But I'm not sure what their solution is. Here's what I would do. Allow the poison to be removed by multiple ways. Complete the quest or drink the potion. Either way. It's all the same. But you have to do one or the other.
It shall
Or
be
both.
even
Either way, it
bloodier
just
than you
removes the
hoped.
timer.
I be Lars. You be Melos the Vulture. Don't try deny it. You should not have come to Baldur's Gate. You've given many warnings before, but you ignore them. Now you must pay. Sorry, but Lars must kill.
Wait a moment, Yubiko. Why would you think I am Melos the Vulture? Do I look like I could be that kind of a hero? Melos the Vulture is a juggernaut of destruction, with flaming eyes and a roaring voice. My companions and I, we're just normal folks.
But you must be Melos. We see picture and it look like you. Not no fire eyes or big voice. No pictures don't have voices. I confused.
Alas, my poor confused ogre, there's only one thing for you to do. You have to go back and take a closer look at the picture. I'm sure once you've had a second look, you will know what a big mistake you've made. Now run along, we'll be waiting right here.
Yes, good idea. Lars will find picture and see for sure. We will wait here until Lars gets back.
Lars is actually a very good fighter. Very good.
Direct. Try to keep
And
up.
I think he has a... Why exactly didn't I want to fight him? He has something. Shit. What does he have? I have no recollection. I have to kill him. Shit.
It shall be even bloodier
Didn't
than
think
you
this
hoped.
through. Okay, let's just fight it. I wouldn't mind if I could just paralyze you, that would make things simpler. Yeah. 38 crushing damage from Lars, and he'll attack multiple times in a round.
Eat flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death!
Also, he has a huge amount of hit points. He has shitty gauntlets. Remove evil. Plus 1 chance to hit. I think everyone pretty much at this point has something better. Right. Still, it's good to be sure.
Even bloodier than you hoped.
Merrick is
Even
here.
bloodier than you hoped.
There he is.
So, you come, I assume, to take the antidote. What you're going to accomplish is to hasten your death. I think that isn't the foremost worry you have at the moment.
Eat flaming!
Ooh, the antidote is unique looking. That's good. It looked like a normal antidote potion in the original game. Merrick's potion looks to have 10 uses. More powerful than a normal potion of antidote, this potion would neutralize even the most lethal poison. Yeah. You... no, it's a single potion, can't be split around. I'll have everyone drink it just to be sure. I don't really see a downside to doing this, even though it might not be necessary. You are cured of Marek's poison, experience gained 10,000. Heart of the Golem, +2 dagger. Better short bow, +2. Yeah, I'll leave things here. I need to decide what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking of going after the Boulder's equipment pieces. They're good ones, really good ones. Probably best helmet in the game, the best cloak in the game. I'm not sure if we can get the armor, but even that would be a good one. Probably at least good as the anchor plate mail. So yeah, although we can use the... No, it wouldn't. But yeah, it would still offer at least 2 equipment pieces, which are pretty much a huge upgrade to what I can do at the moment. Right. I rest here. I'd really like to get the quest that allows us to track some of them, because otherwise I'll have to go downstairs to this place and basically murder a civilian in order to get the cloak. If I can talk to her, maybe reason with her or bribe her, that would all be for the better. Well, I have to kill her, that's... We need to leave the town after that. But I'm inclined to do it if we have to. Although... yeah, I'll do it. They all though come from the fact that it's not strictly speaking necessary in any way. So do I really want to do it? But I'm not exactly playing all that much by character here anyway, so I might as well.